Loud, Lula by Katy, Duffield. Pictures by Mike Bolt. And creatively read by me, T. Lula was born smack dab in the middle of one of the biggest twisters Pryor County had ever seen. Winds howled, trees snapped. It was bust your eardrums loud, but it wasn't as loud as Lula. When Doc Clemens delivered Lula and she let out her first cry, "Wah!" That old storm sounded like nothing more than a chicken feather hitting the henhouse floor. Lula spent her growing years like most youngins, except a lot louder. When she called her kitten for supper, every cat all the way from Crowley's Corner came a-calling. "Here, kitty, 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 kitty." And Lula wreaked 10 kinds of havoc when she moseyed into the public library. "Got any books that'll turn over my tickle books?" In the fall of her 5th year, Lula's pa said to Lula's ma, "What are we gonna do about our loud Lula?" "Don't know," said ma, "but hollering won't be welcome at the schoolhouse." "Leaves!" Ma and Pa walked Lula to school on the first day. "We love you," said Ma. "Be good," said Pa, but he really wanted to say, "Be quiet." "Bye, Ma! Bye, Pa!" Lula's teacher welcomed her students. "Howdy do, Miss Ida Bell," said Jenny Sue. "When's recess?" asked Joe Bob. Then Lula raised her hand. "Where's the bathroom?" Lula's ear-splitting question had the whole schoolhouse shaking like a big old bowl of boysenberry jelly. When the dust settled, Miss Ida Bell said, "Lula, in the schoolhouse, we need to use our inside voices." During math, Jenny Sue began counting. 1. Joe Bob followed with 2. Then it was Lula's turn. 3. Lula's earth-shattering shout sloshed every last speck of water out of the fishbowl. Slither, the class snake, jiggled right out of his skin. "Lula," Miss Ida Bell began, "please remember to use your inside voice," the kids cried. That afternoon, Miss Ida Bell was plumb tuckered out. "Let's have a short, quiet time." The other students were tuckered out too, but not Lula. She felt as spry as a spring chicken. Suddenly, Lula caught sight of something outside the window. It grew bigger and bigger as it moved closer and closer. Lula had to tell someone, and for the first time, she wondered, "Reckon I ought to use my inside voice?" So she did. Lula hollered in her inside voice, which wasn't too different from her outside voice. "Fire! Yonder comes big old fire!" Lula's voice rumped through the town, echoed in the hills, and stretched its loudness across 5 counties, alerting a heap of fire trucks. "A big old fire! Fire! Fire!" The way some folks tell it, those firefighters didn't even have to pull out their hoses. Lula's rip-roaring holler ran that wildfire back across the hills. From that day on, Lula became more famous than Granny Shelby's finger-licking peach cobbler. More famous even than that old Wally Hubbard's coon dog and her 23 puppies. And no one ever complained about Lula hollering again. "Extra, extra!" Well, not too often, anyway.